We're gonna set our stuff up and get on up there. This place is so sick, dude. Look at all them larches. Look at that. Larch madness. It's a real thing. All right, so we gotta make this quick. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Elias Cobb. I'm an amateur landscape photographer. I like to go out in my local area, which is the Pacific Northwest, also with other travels around the world that I might take and bring my experiences as a new landscape photographer to YouTube. If that kind of content interests you, hit the subscribe button. I put a video out every single week. Now that plug's over, we're in a huge hurry. We are out here at Lake Ingalls Trailhead in Washington. It is October 8th. We're here for Larch Madness and hoping that the larches up there have turn color, because that's the whole point of this mission. We're hiking up to Lake Ingalls, which is an alpine lake here in Washington. It's supposed to be fall, autumn-ish. It's still very early in October, but hoping that some of those larch trees have turned color, so they'll be sweet. Only person that'll come with me was my friend Andrew. Very stoked because he's a really cool guy and he wanted to come with me and I'll do this alone, so that's really cool. So quick backstory, I was supposed to do this next week, which was supposed to be middle October. This weekend I was supposed to go to a wedding. I'm an idiot and had them reversed. Next weekend's the wedding, so that means this weekend I had to come up here and do this trip because that's my only time I'm gonna have any time in October to do anything cool besides the end of October, which will be next week's video. So make sure you stay tuned for that because it's gonna be really sick. Getting back to it, we're getting ready. We're gonna go up there. We're just there for the day, fighting the sun right now. That's why I'm doing this in a really big hurry. We want to get up there for sunset. We're camping overnight. Might be some Milky Way action. I'll explain that later, but it's very possible it's not gonna happen. Then yeah, we're gonna wake up for sunrise and have a grand old time. So let's do this. Let's get ready. Let's get the hell out of here. Learned my lesson. This is only 40 pounds, 15 pounds less. This hike is also a lot less distance to travel.
So a couple things I actually just wanted to go over real quick because I think they're worth mentioning. On the way here, there was smoke from 2 different fires in Washington at the time, which was extremely concerning because as we got closer, we could definitely see smog and haze in the background. But once we actually got down the road to get there, it looked like it cleared up a little bit. So that was good news. Now we went on a weekend, which was not ideal because this hike is super easy to get to, especially only being like 2 hours from Seattle. And I want to say almost 2 miles before we got to the trailhead, we started seeing a line of cars. I was really upset and worried when I first saw this, but then I remembered that, hey, you know, these people probably came here for day hikes. We were coming at sunset or closer to sunset, so there's got to be some people that have left. But I decided to push our luck and see if we can get one in the parking lot of the trailhead. And as we're pulling up, I couldn't believe it. There was 1 spot left. There was 1 spot left. It was amazing. It worked out absolutely perfectly. We were very stoked on that. So after we parked at our 1 parking spot, we went up to the actual registration. And this part is actually important because you have to get 2 things. You have to do 1, you have to pay the overnight fee to have your car in the parking lot, which is only like $5 a night. So make sure you fill that out, put the registration slip on your mirror or on your front dash. And the second part is actually filling out the permit, the overnight hiking permit that you have to bring with you. Now, I'm pretty sure this is just used to let people know that there are people out there. So just in case they don't come back, they know they're left looking for somebody. When we were here, there were so many people that day that they actually had 0 passes to fill out. So I still have my old one from Robin Lakes, so I just figured I'd hang that on my bag, and just in case anyone was like, hey, you didn't fill out a pass.
All right, so this trail marker, I think, marks about 1/3 of the way. You can either go this long way around, which is literally why they call it Long's Pass Trail. It'll actually reach up to Lake Ingalls at the top. It just adds like another like 2 miles or something like that. So we're not doing that. We're gonna go obviously to Ingalls Way, straight there, 1/3 of the way. It looks super sick out here. The smoke isn't too bad. For 1/3 of the way elevation, I'm already dying. So really hoping the sun doesn't set, and I hope we're high enough to where I hope we make it. God, let's get moving. this rocky graveyard. It looks like a, I don't know, volcanic remnants. What the hell are those bug noises? It's like these grasshopper things just making some insane noise. Almost like a cicada. Do we have cicadas up this far? I didn't think so. God, it sounds like just a big rocky graveyard. It's weird. All Trails wants us to go this way. I've read many a blog post where there comes a point, which is here, I'm pretty sure it's here, where you can go left or right. Most blogs will tell you if you're camping to go right because there's designated camping spots up there. But I heard it's like harder to navigate and it's rugged and you have to use cairns to get around to really figure out the trail in some areas. I read one blog post says they came to this spot and they didn't go right, they went left and they in fact found some camping areas. Now this is a gamble. There's no service out here and All Trails is like, not the greatest right now. So I'm guessing this is where the split is. So we're gonna take the gamble. We're gonna go left. Hope to God we're right. So. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was in fact very wrong. Sorry fam, I was dead wrong. We're almost there. I pulled out Google Maps so I remember I downloaded the offline map. We're almost to that spot. I don't know which way that would have taken us, so glad I pulled that out because that would have been very upsetting. All right, this is the split. That's clearly marked. I was so dumb. Oh my God. Again, we're gonna try our luck. We're gonna go left. I've seen on that blog post that there's campsites that way. I've seen quite a few people leave. Definitely not as many as people as there are cars, so. Good luck so far, so let's see if we can keep it rolling. Let's do this. Going left. This is a really sick view. That's down and towards the basin that you're supposed to go camping. I can see a couple campers over there. We're gonna go left. We just want to stop, and these are larches, dude. And they're turning color. They've turned a little bit color, so that's good news. Wow, super sick view. Larch City out here. We found the Larch Madness. It's so freaking sick, dude. So freaking vibrant. God, this is awesome. This is like, I don't know, this is crazy. This is so cool. I love it. Wow. So I'll be honest, I think we missed sunset. So I'm seeing the peaks that we're gonna be at up there. And it looks like the last light's just hitting them. So on the trail, I think I found a good shot of Andrew where it's gonna have a sick posing portrait shot, super Instagrammy, super influencery, super generic, but dude, it looks sick and we're gonna take it. First photo, here we go. Across some really cool areas, a lot of people camping out, kind of afraid that we're not gonna find any camping spots, so definitely camping this way, but we're gonna keep moseying on. This area is pretty cool though. It's got a little stream running through, hella cool. To what we think might be our camping spot. We're literally at the half-mile mark where you can't camp after it. So I'm gonna scoot a couple of these rocks over, gonna make this place home, Got some neighbors down the hill. They're pretty cool. We already missed sunset, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get up there, but we're just gonna set up and see what we got. Well, yeah, because we still got light on Mount Stewart, so we're gonna set our stuff up and get on up there. This place is so sick, dude. Look at all them larches. Look at that. Wow. Larch madness. It's a real thing. So we set up shop over here. We're about half a mile away from the lake. The humidity up here is like 0. The dew point is so freaking low. So like, I don't really think I have to worry about dew in this area. So I'm gonna leave my rain thing off. We still got light on Mount Stewart over there. So we're gonna bring some clothes. We're leaving the majority of our stuff here. And then we're just gonna go to the lake and enjoy it. Take some photos, take some videos, get some content. And then we're probably gonna cook dinner up there, hopefully get a Milky Way, and I'll explain that later as to why that's a maybe, not a for sure thing. Conditions do not look good for it, so we'll see. Okay, literally feels like this pack's not even a pack. God, it's so much lighter. It's just so much easier. It's about half a mile from the cutoff where you can camp, to the actual lake. So here we go. Just got this sick view of Mount Stewart this entire time, right down the gut of the valley. Whoa, sick. Okay, this is the gnarliest part. It's right before the lake. Let's just straight up these rocks. I thought it was gonna be easy. Taking all that weight out, grass is always greener, man. Definitely just a scramble to get up these. Okay, so long story short, we got here way too late. The sun was still hitting Mount Stewart, but it was getting to the part of the smoke of the fire that's actually happening a little bit northwest of us, more in the Alpine Lakes area, and that sun just hit that haze and it just diluted it, diffused it, and it was gone. No alpenglow, there was nothing. We did walk up on the lake and that was super sick. The views were really cool. Kind of just checked it out. Everything was just flat light. There wasn't really anything worth taking. And then we made our way over to this area on the other side where we're going to try to do a Milky Way shot. To get over to the other side of the lake, it is hell. To walk through a giant scramble. There's like no cairns marking anything. You finally find one when you're way off path. Get to it. Finally, there's a trail that is a trail and then a scramble and then a trail and then a scramble. And then we cross this little creek. You can either go all the way around and come to this spot, or somebody had made a little section of rocks against the creek where it was super shallow. So we just walked that over here and saved ourselves probably 10 minutes. Kind of see an area where the Milky Way shot might be okay. It's this little beach area over here. It's pretty cool looking. Right now, we're just heating up our water. We're starving. Yeah, we're gonna eat food and just hang out and kick it, dude. Wait for this sucker to come out. All right, so Milky Way stuff was a total failure. That was just nothing. Light, the moon ruined everything. Dude, we had the gnarliest hike back, rock climbing mission back. We decided to go continue the lake all the way around because we saw 2 other people come up and they walked it, and we're like, oh, okay, well, we can probably go that way. It's a lot shorter distance. But dude, it's literally, we were rock climbing like vertical walls going up like 20 feet. Both had a White Claw, both like kind of buzzed. Wasn't a great decision, but we ended up coming back down, finally made it down after wasting probably 40 minutes of just exploring which way to go. Got back. Now we're just chilling, drinking another White Claw. It's been really cool just watching the moon hang out actually just over the valley. It's like super dark, but like really cool. You can see the haze from the smoke, which kind of sucks. Tomorrow, the plan is to wake up. The sun is actually supposed to be following the same path the moon pretty much was. So I'm thinking around 7:12, 7:15, the sun will be poking out and be hitting the peaks. Like it'll be hitting Ingalls Peak. So go over there, get some cool sunrise stuff. As soon as that's done, come right back here, shoot some larches, shoot some golden hour larches in the morning. I'm exhausted. God, I'm so tired. It's time to go to sleep. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Okay, so waking up was super hard, especially because we looked over the valley into the gut, and I think there's just a bunch of smoke. But we decided to say screw it, walk back down the lake, because again, you just never know. Might be a total failure, might not. So we're making some coffee, gonna hang out. It's really sick looking out here, so at least we'll just have a nice view while we drink coffee. That's all we get, that's all we get. Pack up and head home. That's the rock that we were climbing last night down instead of going. So we went that way to that point over there. And then we finished it off by going this way. We're met by this giant rock face, and we had to scale that wall, climb all the way down. It sucked. All right, let me make some coffee. As I was filming some B-roll of Andrew majestically drinking his coffee, I found this shot of this little island with this tree, this one tree that sticks out. It looks really cool, and there's a perfect reflection of it. Well, there was until the wind kind of picked up, and now it's kind of rippling out in the middle, right there. I don't know, it might be okay. God, it was perfect. Damn it, now it's not. Right now I have it zoomed out to where I have Mount Stewart's Ridge line in the background. Actually, the whole thing's in the shot. I don't know if I'm just gonna zoom in and crop it to where it's just that, because I like the scale of it where you can see the mountains in the background being blurry and just being focused on the tree and the island. I don't know, but this is actually gonna be the first shot of the morning, so we're just gonna get it. Gotta need some coffee. I need to hurry up and do this. Idea of being here is to have the sun hit Ingalls Peak, the very tippy top of it, very tippy top. And since it's following kind of the same path the moon did, I think that's a big possibility, but I don't know because I've never been here. So lake looks really cool right now. This haze is giving a weird vibe, super weird vibe. But I think I'm actually gonna head up this hill, see what it looks like up there, because I don't really think there's any big lake shots with the peak, Ingalls Peak in the background. So gonna head up that hill, see if we can find something. What's gonna happen here? It's really hard to tell. Haze over here, this giant haze. I'm guessing that's smoke. Don't think anything special is gonna happen. To be honest, I don't think there's anything here. I don't think there's anything here to shoot. So I think the plan is pack up, head back to camp, which is way over there in the larch trees. Maybe by that time the sun will have risen above this haze and smoke on the horizon to illuminate some larches, because that's the biggest thing I wanted to come here and shoot was larch trees, because I've never actually really seen them before, and this has been a treat being able to see them. So I'm gonna go back, gonna pack up, tell Andrew I'm sorry because he was a good sport and came down here with me, woke up super early. We're gonna walk back, shoot some larches, they're gonna go home. We both missed our dogs very much. back to camp. Sun ended up coming out and exploding everything, but it was way too late when that happened to get any good shots over there. I tried, but it was just impossible. So we came back to camp. This golden light's gonna last for a while. So we're gonna pack up, head down on the way back, see if we can get some large shots. Yeah, it's freaking sick, dude, look at that. Should be something. Even if it's just close in shots, I don't care. I just want some pictures of larch trees because they look so sick. We're gonna pack up real quick. Here we go. We are in a huge hurry to get out of here because we gotta get back to both of our dogs. He's gotta get back to his kid too. Jess works today, so I need to get back and let Goku out ASAP. So didn't really have time to look for compositions. Did a little montage of videos. I took a lot of photos on the way out. Don't know if they're any good. Might put one here now. Let me know what you think. It's probably my favorite out of the burst of photos, the whole bunch of photos I took. So maybe it came out good, who knows? Other than that, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna stop filming because we need to try to get down 3 miles in an hour. I think we can do that. Our mark to get back on time. So yeah, that was it. Lake Ingalls, super sick. I'm kind of bummed about the conditions, but it's what you gotta do. I always preach that you gotta accept the conditions that you're given, and it was still awesome. Still had a great time, had a great view this morning. Last night was cool. Andrew's first backpacking trip, so that was sick. Yeah, we're ending it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, see me go out and explore my backyard, which is the Pacific Northwest, or other areas that I like to travel to, hit that subscribe button. I put a video out every single week. Trying to do trail reviews in my local area and try to give a little bit more insight for people who are looking to see what the trail is actually like. Follow me on Instagram to see the rest of my photos. Link is down below. Got some really cool stuff planned for the end of October, so make sure you subscribe for that because it's going to be super sick. Alpine Lakes Wilderness. I can't wait to hit this more next year because I will be hitting this way harder next year. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.